Good morning, everybody, and welcome to On Air Talks by wTVision. Today, we are going to talk about sports data and how important it is in a sports environment. But first, let me introduce you my colleagues and panel members. On my right, I have Antonio Paiva. Antonio Paiva is our sports program manager. Welcome, Antonio, and thanks for being here.
Of course, thanks.
And on my left is Tiago Madureira. Tiago Madureira is content and media director of Liga Portugal, one of the biggest leagues in the world. Thank you, Tiago.
Thanks for the invitation, Paul.
For the accept our invitation, and welcome. Well, let me first do a small introduction about sports data. Sports data in our vision, in wTVision's vision, is something really important for several environments. First of all, it's important to engage fans. It cuts the distance between the players and the viewers and the fans, and it's quite important to have good data, real-time data, to feed all these fans and all the environment along football. Then it's important for TV broadcast to explain what is going to happen in the game, to explain how it was the game, and to explain how it is the game in this moment. And besides all that, it's important to increase the level of analysis on a technical side. Means coaches, staff, to understand the team, to understand the competition, to understand what is happening in the game, and to lead to new practice, to new specialization, to analyze what is going to happen in football. So, saying that, today we invited Tiago from Liga Portugal because wTVision has his applications and the services doing official statistics for the Portuguese league for long years right now. So, it's the best person to explain how important it is to have official data provided in real time. So, Tiago, welcome once again. I would like to ask you briefly to explain the importance of sports data in your context and also how it is the experience to work with wTVision on this field.
Well, Paulo, once again, thank you very much for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here. As you mentioned, we worked together for several years, since almost a decade, and it's been quite successful partnership between wTVision and Liga Portugal. We're very, very happy with the level of service that you guys provide us and through the years, and we are always moving forward in innovating how data can be used in several areas. So I think it's consensual that the data importance it's growing season after season, and it's growing in different perspectives and different areas. We are investing very, very much in our business intelligence area here in Liga Portugal, and specifically in analyzing data related to the performance. So that performance data, and specifically the official statistics that you guys collect and give to us, and now that we are already working together in analyzing and on trying to have some insights and some conclusions on what is important for different stakeholders from Liga here in different areas. So it's becoming very, very important for clubs from several years from now, analyzing data for coaches, for the teams. It's very important for media, for right holders, but also for traditional media. We are keeping investing in several tools for them to access data and access the theories and can build positive content around the data. We are since last year offering all our partners, all our media partners, a media kit report that is used as a pre-match report for preparation of each of the games of our competition. And then, also very, very important, it feeds us regarding building content, and specifically digital content for our platforms, in which we are investing very, very huge amount of resources, and the data that you guys collect us, give us, it's one of the main vectors in supporting us in building content for our social media platforms. So the importance of the data today is huge, and not only for Liga, but to all the ecosystem that goes around our competitions.
So it's basically something that works on 360 to all the agents, sports agents, football agents that are around you. Okay, thank you very much, Tiago. Antonio, let me ask you something. Being you sports program manager, to have all this data collected in real time and available in real time to be used in apps, in the TV broadcast, what is the workflow? How it works? How it works, the applications and the workflow to be able to provide this service in a such important and quick way as Liga Portugal and the other agents, media agents, needs that data to go certified and quick, very quick. How it works?
Yeah. Well, in fact, we must separate this in three moments. First, the PreMatch, where we delivered a lot of information, like predictors, statistical. There are previews from all the matches that were already played. Then we have the real time during the match, and then we have the post-match, where we can deliver some reports, some analysis tools. All of this is based on Sports Stats Center, because it's wTVision information system. And this system centralizes all the data related to managing a competition, from fixtures, results, player and team statistics. It's a real-time system due to the integration with our football stats. And football stats is the product that we use for live data gathering. Well, football stats, it's built on a solution that will send the data through the internet. So it can be placed and used and operated on the venue or on a centralized production center. And this allows that with this solution we can take all the information in real time, deliver it in real time, and then it's stored inside the central system, Sports Stats Center, and accessing the API, all our partners can access the data. And this data can be used in match, for example, play-by-play push notifications. So it allows to have on your website, on your app, you can have a live commentary of all the actions that are taking place. And after the game, we have this process of certification of the data. And then all the data is stored and can be accessed by analysis tools, reports. We can provide information to match centers, to commentators, so supporting also not only the viewers or the official channels, but also journalists, commentators, and then of course clubs, also very important. Like you were mentioning earlier, we can provide information, statistical information to the clubs, together with all the video support of the moments of the matches, so it allows that a coach can analyze the moments and joining it with the statistic.
Okay, fair. So it seems like a complex workflow.
Yes.
But in the end, it works.
It works, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Talking about a little bit about the before the game, the pre-match. So is it fair to say, Tiago, that your biggest concern on the pre-match is to engage the media and to engage the fans about what is going to happen in the game, creating more interest and more buzz about the new round or the new game, and saying that the media kits that we provide, the reports that we provide, the analysis that we provide about what's happened in the past, to project what might happen in that game, is something that is really what you mean as more important to engage the fans, to give visibility to the sponsors. Is it fair to say that, Tiago?
Yeah, absolutely, Paulo. I think PreMatch has a huge importance in engaging and preparing fans through to the matches and to the match week that comes around. Fans, in terms of building content that can launch each week and can launch and promote the games that we have. I forgot to mention that together you guys delivered this year a huge new platform, very important for us. That it's our query analyzer. It's a platform in which we can ask and retrieve information and some fun data that we can then use as a pre-match information. For media, it's also very, very important, the data that we provide them in terms of pre-match analysis, very, very important. As I said before, the media kits, that it's a report, a pre-match report that we build totally based on your data. Today, it's almost something that the journalists and the commentators and the media partners cannot live without. Honestly, we know that it's true, because sometimes we have a small error in something and all of them report them to us. So it's something that they follow, and it's very, very important. But also for clubs, the information, it's very important for clubs on a competition overview perspective. And we also share with them a pre-game report that they can use, especially for the communication and for their media areas, for preparing press conferences, for launching the game. So it's also very important for them. So I think the data, as Antonio was saying, it's very important, these 3 moments: pre-match, live during the match, and also post-match of the weekend.
Thank you very much, Tiago. You mentioned Query Analyzer. I think it's important for the audience to know that Query Analyzer is a tool that works over our Sports Stats Center. Exactly. And seeks interesting information and allows to do researches that are not obvious. So trying to give the data, not the boring aspect of it, but also different analysis that allow to bring different content and to feed all the platforms and all the media with content that is not easy to access.
As for example, comparing players, two players, or comparing the performance of a player on a team, and then he moves to another team, and you can compare both performance of that player on different teams, or even coaches, or compare the performance of one team against certain opponents, against another team with the same opponents. So you have this picture, this big picture, about all the recent form of the teams and the players.
To understand the performance, exactly, compared to the contest, exactly, in the time of the game, and exactly, all of that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now, the part of the in-game data, it seems to me obvious that for you, League, the importance is that the data comes quick and comes right. Because all the fans, all the media are on the top of that data, looking at the information that they need to be informed and to be entertained even. So, Antonio, how can we assure that the data, besides the quick part that you already explained, is accurate?
Okay, first of all starts with football stats at the venue or a centralized production system center. Well, we have these operators that are inserting the live actions as soon as they happen, and then we have this central operator that is making sure that all the events are inserted correctly, because he is also watching the game on the live feed, video live feed that we have. And so even if there is some type of action that was not completed, then because it's not completed on real time, then our operator, our central operator, will guarantee that that data is always accurate.
Okay, excellent. Well, mistakes happen, so
Exactly.
what you have is a way to certify the near real time,
Exactly.
and to assure that what is going to be reported to the platforms and to the media, your API is already covered.
It happens sometimes, because, well, a yellow card was shown on the middle of a confusion of players, and so the yellow card was not shown, or was not, inserted for the correct player. This happens in several environments, and then our central operator can intervene and change the player to the correct player. Okay, this happens during the match and also after the match, because even sometimes after the match we have the referee report, where we see that the official data is the one that counts. So
Sure.
we change it accordingly to the referee report.
Sure. Well, then we have after the game.
Yes.
And after the game, of course, we produce match reports, we produce game day reports, and so on. Tiago, now let's focus on the post-game. In my perspective and wTVision's perspective about what is important on the post-game, I would say that there are two big issues that we need to address. One is to provide quality reports to the media and to the fans. And when I said quality reports, is not only to give the game facts, but to look at the data in an interesting way to produce content that can be used by the media. So we provide a sports specialist that is seeking about information, curiosities, things that are not so clear in viewers' mind, to produce that data. So my first question is that important for you? Is that the core? And the second question is about the material that we provide to the coaches, to the technical staff, which includes video and data, and allows to have a specific analysis that is not so interesting for the common viewer or the fan, but is much more on the technical perspective to improve the quality of the team. Is that fair to say that those are the two most important issues that you want to address on a post-game?
Yeah, absolutely. I've started by saying this. I think the main challenge that we face is how to treat data and how to deliver that data specific to the group of the different groups that we are dealing, being coaches and scouting areas of the clubs, media, fans. So each one of them wants to get access to data and wants to get some key indicators specifically for their use. So it's the challenge that we face. Allow me, Paulo, please, to go a little bit back and to say that you also have, and Antonio already mentioned it, you have a huge importance by feeding all of our digital platforms. So our website, our official app, and also in the pre-game analysis, our fantasy league. So you also are the official provider of our fantasy league, which is a very, very important tool in engaging with our fans and in embracing a relation with all the fans pre-match and also post-match during the week. So
and in this specific project, we are talking about data, but we are also responsible of cutting the video and editing the video in real time to put on the platform, on the app, not only the facts but also the video to be viewed by all the fans.
Yes, it's a huge importance.
And the video is tied to the moment.
Tied to the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it has a huge importance in our digital platforms, and it's totally fitted by you guys. So as you were saying, for what we try, it's not giving people, talking about fans now, not only the boring data as you mentioned, but to treat and to be able to find tendencies and to find indicators, also trying to search for relations not only from this game but also for all the season, or comparing it to other seasons. That it's very important for us to keep investing in our relation, also trying to work with the archive data that we have from the past seasons. And you give us the report in the post-match. That also it's very important in searching and in finding that little different data that it's relevant for fans, but it's also relevant for media professionals. And then in terms of key indicators, key performance indicators for clubs. So as you say, all the sports agents have their needs in different perspectives, and our common challenge is to give them exactly what kind of data they need for their work.
Yeah, the details that create impact, they makes the difference, actually. The details, of course. All of searching the details that...
And we were talking about the agents, but we can't forget that on a business perspective, the sponsors are also an agent that has major interest in having the most data possible, the media picking the news, because it's their brand that is promoted every time that a news come based on data or anything else. Well, thank you very much. Just to conclude, I would like to make a short resume just by saying that in the case of the Portuguese League, by using our own software, we collect data, we certify data, we edit the video, and we are able to provide in pre-match, in-match, post-match, a full workflow to provide to the media, to the league, and to all the agents of the sports agents, being quick, efficient, correct, and interesting, and trying to be different. I would say that basically that is the conclusion of this session. So later we will have a session just to do a demonstration of this software that we've been talking about. So don't miss it. Right now, I'd just like to thank you a lot, Tiago, to accept our invitation and to participate in our session, and of course to you, Antonio. Thanks everybody. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye, Tiago.
Antonio, thank you, Paulo.